Emotional mastery. Unlock 10x emotional intelligence for rapid success. Introduction. The power of emotional intelligence. Imagine waking up each day with a deeper understanding of yourself and those around you. Picture walking into any room, any situation, whether it's a business meeting, a family gathering, or a high-stakes negotiation, completely confident in your ability to read the emotional landscape, control your reactions, and influence the outcomes. This is the power of emotional intelligence, EQ, and mastering it can transform every area of your life. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It's the secret sauce that enables you to connect with people on a meaningful level, handle stress with grace, and make smarter decisions by incorporating the emotional data around you. While IQ may open doors for you, it's EQ that determines how far you'll go, how well you'll thrive, and how much of an impact you'll make. What emotional intelligence really is. At its core, emotional intelligence is the mastery of 5 key skills: self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation, and social intelligence. These skills allow you to navigate complex emotional landscapes, both your own and others. Unlike IQ, which is relatively fixed, emotional intelligence can be cultivated and enhanced over time. It's not about becoming more emotional, but becoming emotionally literate and agile, learning to harness emotions as a tool for personal and interpersonal success. Self-awareness is the foundation of high emotional intelligence. It's about being deeply in tune with your own emotions, recognizing how they affect your thoughts and behavior, and understanding how they influence your interactions with others. With self-awareness, you can catch yourself before you react impulsively or let your emotions dictate your actions. Self-regulation builds on this foundation, giving you the power to control your emotional responses. It's the ability to pause before reacting, to channel negative emotions into positive actions, and to maintain your composure even under pressure. Self-regulation isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about managing them in a way that allows you to stay focused and effective, no matter what challenges arise. Empathy is the third pillar of EQ. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, to step into their shoes and see the world from their perspective. In a world where connections are becoming increasingly virtual and superficial, empathy is a rare and valuable skill. It allows you to build deeper, more authentic relationships, navigate conflicts with ease, and become a trusted, influential leader. Motivation in the context of emotional intelligence refers to an inner drive fueled by passion and purpose, not external rewards. People with high EQ know how to tap into their emotions to stay motivated, even when the going gets tough. They are resilient, persistent, and able to turn setbacks into stepping stones for success. Finally, social intelligence is the skill that allows you to read the emotional currents of any group, manage relationships effectively, and navigate the complexities of social interactions. It's about understanding the unspoken rules of social dynamics, building rapport, and influencing others in a way that feels authentic and natural. Why EQ matters more than IQ in today's world. In today's fast-paced, highly connected world, emotional intelligence has become the ultimate differentiator. IQ may help you solve technical problems, but EQ helps you navigate the human side of those problems. Whether it's persuading a colleague to get on board with a project, resolving a conflict, or motivating a team to achieve its goals. With high EQ, you can turn challenging situations into opportunities for connection, understanding, and growth. In the workplace, leaders with high emotional intelligence are more effective at managing teams, inspiring loyalty, and fostering innovation. They understand that leadership is not just about issuing directives, but about empowering others, creating emotional safety, and fostering collaboration. In fact, studies have shown that EQ is a better predictor of success than IQ, especially in roles that require managing people and building relationships. It's no coincidence that some of the world's most admired leaders, people like Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, and Satya Nadella, are known for their emotional intelligence as much as their strategic acumen. In your personal life, emotional intelligence helps you cultivate healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Whether it's with a spouse, a child, a friend, or a colleague, EQ allows you to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of human interactions with empathy and grace. It helps you communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts without escalating them, and build trust and understanding. People with high emotional intelligence are not only happier in their relationships, but also more resilient in the face of life's inevitable challenges. How 10x EQ will transform your personal and professional life. Now, imagine not just improving your emotional intelligence, but multiplying it tenfold. What would it mean to truly 10x your EQ? This book will show you how to do exactly that. Rapidly accelerate your emotional growth and master these key skills in a fraction of the time it would take using traditional methods. We'll break down complex emotional concepts into actionable steps and exercises that you can apply immediately. By the time you finish this book, you'll be able to navigate even the most challenging emotional situations with ease and confidence. By 10x, ing your emotional intelligence, you will master your reactions. Instead of being controlled by your emotions, you'll learn to manage and direct them toward positive outcomes. Stressful situations will no longer overwhelm you. Difficult conversations will become opportunities for growth, rather than sources of anxiety. Build deep, meaningful relationships. Whether in business or your personal life, you'll be able to connect with others on a deeper, more authentic level. Your empathy and understanding will foster trust and open doors that were previously closed. Supercharge your decision-making. Emotional intelligence isn't just about managing emotions. It's about using emotional data to make better decisions. You'll learn how to use your emotional insights to weigh options, foresee outcomes, and choose the best path forward, personally and professionally. Lead with confidence and compassion. Whether you're leading a team, a business, or just your own life, high EQ will give you the edge. You'll learn how to inspire and motivate others, create a positive team culture, and lead through challenges with resilience and grace. The promise: fast-track your EQ growth overnight. You might be wondering, can I really transform my emotional intelligence overnight? The answer is yes, with the right tools and mindset. This book is designed to accelerate your learning curve, using science-backed techniques, practical exercises, and proven strategies that will have an immediate impact on your emotional awareness and control. By the end of this journey, you'll be able to handle any emotional challenge that comes your way with mastery, and you'll experience a profound shift in how you relate to yourself and others. Are you ready to unlock your full potential? To 10x your emotional intelligence and step into a new realm of success and fulfillment? If so, let's begin this journey together. One that will empower you to not only understand your emotions, but also to use them as a powerful tool for personal and professional success. Chapter 1: Emotional Awareness, the foundation of high EQ. Emotional intelligence starts with emotional awareness. Without a clear understanding of your emotions, their triggers, and their impact, it's impossible to regulate or leverage them effectively. Emotional awareness serves as the foundation of high EQ, enabling you to recognize and manage emotions in real time, both in yourself and in others. This chapter will guide you through the process of understanding your emotional landscape, identifying key emotional triggers, and building practical strategies for becoming emotionally self-aware, which is the cornerstone of true emotional mastery. Understanding your emotional landscape. Every day, you experience a wide range of emotions, from joy to frustration, anxiety to excitement, anger to contentment. Often, these emotions come and go without us fully understanding what caused them or how they influence our behavior. Emotional awareness is about cultivating a deeper understanding of these internal signals, learning to recognize, label, and interpret them with clarity. Why is emotional awareness crucial? Emotions play a significant role in shaping our thoughts, decisions, and actions. They influence how we perceive situations, interact with others, and respond to challenges. Without awareness, emotions can take control, leading to impulsive decisions, overreactions, or even emotional shutdowns. Emotional awareness, on the other hand, allows you to step back, Observe your feelings without judgment and choose your responses consciously. Consider this scenario. You're in a meeting and someone criticizes your idea. Without emotional awareness, you might react defensively, shutting down further discussion or even holding a grudge against the person. With emotional awareness, you can recognize that you're feeling threatened or embarrassed, but instead of reacting impulsively, you acknowledge the emotion and respond calmly, perhaps asking for clarification or offering a more detailed explanation of your idea. Emotional awareness allows you to navigate the situation with composure and clarity, avoiding unnecessary conflict and maintaining your professionalism. The layers of emotions, going beyond the surface. Emotions often operate on multiple levels. What you experience on the surface, anger, frustration, sadness, may be driven by deeper, more complex emotions such as fear, insecurity, or a sense of inadequacy. To fully understand your emotional landscape, you need to dig beneath the surface and identify these underlying emotional currents. For example, imagine you're feeling irritated because a colleague didn't meet a deadline. On the surface, it seems like simple frustration, but beneath that might be a fear that their delay will reflect poorly on your own performance. Or you may feel disrespected because their lack of responsibility is undermining your trust. By identifying these deeper emotions, you can address the root causes rather than just reacting to the surface feelings. Identifying and naming your emotions. One of the most important steps toward emotional awareness is learning to accurately identify and name your emotions. Often, we experience emotions as vague, undefined sensations, feeling off, tense, or out of sorts without clearly understanding why. The simple act of naming your emotions can give you greater control over them. Research has shown that naming emotions can significantly reduce their intensity. By putting a label on what you're feeling, whether it's anger, anxiety, disappointment, or excitement, you activate the rational part of your brain, allowing you to process the emotion rather than being overwhelmed by it. The importance of expanding your emotional vocabulary. Most people only use a handful of emotional words to describe their feelings. Happy, sad, angry, stressed, but human emotions are far more nuanced. Expanding your emotional vocabulary can help you become more attuned to your emotional experiences and express them more accurately. Instead of simply feeling mad, you might identify that you're actually feeling frustrated, humiliated, or disappointed. Instead of feeling just happy, you might recognize that you're content, fulfilled, or exhilarated. Each of these emotions carries different shades of meaning and requires different responses. By practicing emotional labeling, you can train yourself to recognize these subtleties in your emotional experience. Over time, this will not only help you understand yourself better, but also improve your communication with others, as you'll be able to describe your emotions more precisely. Emotional triggers. Learning what sets you off. Emotional triggers are events, situations, or interactions that provoke a strong emotional response. These triggers can vary from person to person and are often tied to past experiences, values, or insecurities. Understanding your emotional triggers is a key part of emotional awareness because it allows you to anticipate and manage your reactions before they spiral out of control. Identifying your triggers. To identify your emotional triggers, start by reflecting on past situations where you've experienced intense emotions, particularly anger, fear, frustration, or sadness. What was happening at the time? What did the other person say or do? How did you feel in the moment and why? Some common emotional triggers include criticism, feeling attacked or judged, especially when the feedback touches on a sensitive area like competence, appearance, or values. Disrespect, perceiving someone as dismissive, condescending, or inconsiderate. Rejection, feeling excluded, ignored, or undervalued in social or professional situations. Failure, experiencing setbacks or falling short of your own expectations. Loss of control, facing situations where you feel powerless or out of control, whether due to external circumstances or others' actions. By identifying your triggers, you can begin to recognize patterns in your emotional responses. Once you know what tends to set you off, You can prepare for these situations in advance and approach them with greater emotional awareness. Understanding the root causes of your triggers. Emotional triggers often have deeper roots in past experiences, beliefs, or insecurities. For instance, if criticism triggers a strong emotional response in you, it might be because, as a child, you were often criticized harshly, leading to a deep-seated fear of not being good enough. By understanding these root causes, you can begin to challenge the beliefs that amplify your emotional reactions. In some cases, your emotional triggers may be tied to unmet needs. For example, feeling rejected might stem from a deep need for belonging and acceptance. Once you're aware of these needs, you can find healthier ways to meet them, reducing the intensity of your emotional responses. Building self-awareness in real-time situations. Real-time emotional awareness is the ability to monitor your emotions as they arise, rather than after the fact. It's about catching yourself in the moment when emotions start to swell and choosing how to respond rather than being swept away by the emotional tide. The power of the pause. One of the most effective tools for developing real-time emotional awareness is the power of the pause. When you feel a strong emotion rising, whether it's anger, anxiety, or frustration, take a moment to pause. This brief pause creates a gap between the emotional stimulus and your reaction, allowing you to reflect on your emotions and choose a more deliberate response. During the pause, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? What triggered this emotion? What do I want to achieve in this situation? What response will help me achieve that goal? This simple exercise can prevent emotional hijacking and allow you to navigate difficult situations with greater clarity and control. Mindfulness, a gateway to emotional awareness. Mindfulness is a powerful practice for cultivating real-time emotional awareness. By training your mind to stay present in the moment, you become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions as they arise. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your emotions without judgment or attachment, allowing you to experience them fully without being overwhelmed. Through mindfulness practices like meditation, deep breathing, or body scanning, you can increase your capacity for emotional awareness, making it easier to recognize and manage your emotions in the heat of the moment. Exercises for immediate emotional clarity. Building emotional awareness is a lifelong journey, but there are practical exercises you can start using today to increase your emotional clarity. 1. Daily emotional check-in. Set aside a few minutes each day to check in with yourself emotionally. Reflect on how you've been feeling throughout the day and ask yourself, what emotions did I experience today? What triggered those emotions? How did I respond to them, and why? By making this a daily practice, you'll become more attuned to your emotional patterns over time. 2. Emotional labeling practice. Throughout the day, whenever you experience a strong emotion, take a moment to label it. For example, if you're feeling stressed, ask yourself, is this stress? Or is it fear, anxiety, or frustration? The more specific you can be in naming your emotions, the more control you'll have over them. 3. Trigger identification journal. Keep a journal of situations that trigger strong emotional reactions. Write down the event, your emotional response, and any thoughts or beliefs that might have contributed to that response. Over time, this journal will help you identify recurring triggers and underlying emotional patterns. 4. Mindfulness meditation. Practice mindfulness meditation for 5 to 10 minutes each day. Focus on your breath and observe any thoughts or emotions that arise without judgment. This practice will strengthen your ability to remain present and aware of your emotions as they come up in real-time situations. Conclusion: the power of emotional awareness. Emotional awareness is the foundation of high emotional intelligence. By understanding your emotional landscape, identifying triggers, and building self-awareness, you create the groundwork for emotional mastery. As you develop this skill, you'll not only gain greater control over your own emotions, but also improve your ability to empathize with and understand the emotions of others. Emotional awareness is the first step toward unlocking the full potential of your EQ and transforming both your personal and professional life. In the next chapter, we will dive into self-regulation, learning how to take the emotional awareness you've cultivated and turn it into practical strategies for controlling. Chapter 2. Mastering Self-Regulation. Control your reactions. Control your life. If emotional awareness is the foundation of high emotional intelligence, EQ, then self-regulation is the structure built upon it. Emotional awareness allows you to recognize what you're feeling, but self-regulation enables you to control how you respond to those emotions. Mastering self-regulation is crucial because it directly influences how you handle stress, conflict, and the various emotional challenges of life. Those who excel at self-regulation don't suppress their emotions. Instead, they harness them, using emotions constructively rather than reactively. In this chapter, we'll explore the art of emotional self-regulation, providing strategies for maintaining control over your reactions, enhancing emotional resilience, and turning negative emotions into positive action. Mastering self-regulation empowers you to maintain composure, think clearly in stressful situations, and make better decisions. The art of pausing. How to master emotional responses. One of the most effective techniques in self-regulation is mastering the power of the pause. When emotions run high, especially in stressful or confrontational situations, our instinct is often to react immediately. This knee-jerk reaction might lead to impulsive behavior, emotional outbursts, or decisions we later regret. Pausing gives us the critical time to process our emotions, evaluate the situation, and choose a more thoughtful and productive response. Why the pause matters. When you're emotionally triggered, your brain's amygdala, the part responsible for fight or flight responses, takes over, often before the more rational prefrontal cortex has a chance to engage. This results in emotional hijacking, where logic and reasoning are overpowered by intense emotions such as anger, fear, or anxiety. Pausing gives the prefrontal cortex time to catch up, allowing you to regain control over your emotional impulses. This short interruption can mean the difference between reacting with frustration and responding with calm, measured reasoning. It can prevent conflicts from escalating and help you navigate stressful situations with poise. How to use the pause effectively. The next time you find yourself in an emotionally charged situation, practice the following steps. 1. Notice the emotion. Acknowledge what you are feeling without judgment. Recognizing that you're upset, anxious, or frustrated is the first step toward regaining control. 2. Pause and breathe. Take a deep breath. Breathing engages your parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the body and reduces the intensity of the emotional response. 3. Reflect. Ask yourself, what is the best possible outcome in this situation? And how can I respond in a way that achieves that outcome? 4. Respond with intention. Now that you've had time to reflect, respond based on your long-term goals, not your immediate emotional state. With practice, this process can become second nature, allowing you to handle difficult emotions with greater ease and control. Overcoming impulsive behavior with mindful techniques. Impulsive behavior is often driven by emotional reactions that bypass rational thinking. Whether it's snapping at someone in anger or making a hasty decision out of anxiety, impulsive actions can damage relationships, derail professional progress, and cause unnecessary stress. Fortunately, you can counteract impulsivity by cultivating mindfulness, a practice that involves staying fully present and aware of your thoughts and emotions in the moment. The role of mindfulness in self-regulation. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for regulating emotional impulses because it trains your brain to stay calm and focused, even in challenging situations. Through mindfulness, you can develop the ability to observe your emotions from a distance rather than being consumed by them. Mindfulness techniques for managing impulsivity. 1. Mindful breathing. When you feel an impulse rising, whether it's anger, frustration, or anxiety, pause and take 5 slow, deep breaths. Focus entirely on your breathing. This slows down your heart rate, reduces stress hormones, and gives your brain a chance to regain control. 2. Body scanning. When you're under stress, your body often reacts before your mind does. During moments of emotional intensity, do a quick body scan. Notice areas of tension, tight shoulders, clenched fists, or a racing heart. and consciously relax those muscles. This will help calm both your body and mind. 3. Mindful observation. Take a moment to observe your thoughts as if you're an outsider. Instead of thinking, "I'm angry," reframe it as, "I notice that I'm feeling anger." This subtle shift helps you detach from the emotion and view it more objectively, reducing its control over your actions. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you can train your brain to stay grounded, even when faced with emotional triggers. The result is greater emotional self-control and a more measured approach to decision-making. Building emotional resilience under pressure. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from stressful or emotionally challenging situations. It's about maintaining your composure and mental clarity even when things aren't going your way. High emotional resilience is essential for effective self-regulation because it allows you to remain calm and focused in the face of adversity. What does emotional resilience look like? Consider someone who faces a major setback at work, like losing a key client. Someone with low emotional resilience might be overwhelmed by frustration or self-doubt, spiraling into negative emotions and finding it difficult to recover. On the other hand, a person with high emotional resilience acknowledges the disappointment, processes the emotions, and then shifts focus to finding solutions or learning from the experience. Strategies for building emotional resilience. 1. Reframe negative situations. One of the most effective ways to build emotional resilience is to reframe how you view difficult situations. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, see them as learning opportunities. This shift in perspective reduces the emotional weight of the situation and opens the door to growth. 2. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset, as opposed to a fixed mindset, views challenges as opportunities to grow rather than threats to one's abilities. When you adopt this mindset, you're less likely to be emotionally derailed by setbacks because you understand that challenges are part of the journey toward improvement. 3. Strengthen your support system. Emotional resilience is often bolstered by the strength of your relationships. Surround yourself with people who provide emotional support and constructive feedback. Having trusted friends or colleagues to talk to can help you process emotions more effectively and bounce back more quickly from difficult situations. 4. Practice self-compassion. Being hard on yourself when you make mistakes can erode emotional resilience. Instead, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. Recognize that setbacks are a natural part of life and that you are capable of overcoming them. How to turn negative emotions into positive action. Negative emotions, such as anger, frustration, and disappointment, are often viewed as obstacles to success, but in reality, they can be powerful sources of motivation and fuel for positive change. The key to mastering self-regulation is learning how to channel these emotions in constructive ways. The transformative power of anger. Anger is often seen as a destructive force, but it can also be a powerful motivator for change. When harnessed correctly, anger can fuel determination and drive action toward achieving goals. For example, many people have used their anger about injustice or unfair treatment as motivation to fight for social change or improve personal circumstances. To transform anger into positive action. 1. Identify the source. Understand what triggered your anger. Is it a perceived injustice, a violation of your values, or a personal boundary that's been crossed? Knowing the root cause helps you determine how to channel your energy. 2. Focus on solutions. Instead of ruminating on the problem, channel your anger into finding constructive solutions. For instance, if you're angry about a setback at work, use that energy to brainstorm ways to overcome the challenge rather than stewing in frustration. 3. Take positive action. Let your anger fuel productive action, whether that's standing up for yourself, pursuing a new opportunity, or advocating for change. Transforming anxiety into preparation. Anxiety often arises when you feel uncertain about the future or fear that something will go wrong. While it can be paralyzing if left unchecked, anxiety can also be a catalyst for preparation and improvement. To turn anxiety into positive action. 1. Acknowledge the fear. Anxiety is often driven by fear of the unknown or fear of failure. Recognize this fear without judgment. 2. Prepare and plan. Use your anxiety as a signal to take proactive steps. If you're anxious about an upcoming presentation, for example, channel that energy into preparing thoroughly. Practice your speech, anticipate potential questions, and refine your approach. The more prepared you are, the less anxious you'll feel. 3. Take small steps. If your anxiety feels overwhelming, break the situation down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Tackling these smaller steps one by one will help reduce your anxiety and build your confidence. Practical methods to stay calm and focused. Staying calm and focused, even in emotionally charged situations, is a hallmark of emotional intelligence. Here are several practical techniques to help you maintain composure when emotions threaten to take over. 1. Breathing exercises. Deep, controlled breathing is one of the fastest and most effective ways to calm the nervous system and reduce emotional intensity. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat this for a few minutes until you feel your body relaxing. 2. Grounding techniques. Grounding involves focusing on the present moment to prevent your mind from spiraling into emotional overwhelm. One simple grounding exercise is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Identify 5 things you can see around you. Notice 4 things you can touch. Listen for 3 sounds. Recognize 2 things you can smell. Focus on 1 thing you can taste. This exercise shifts your focus away from your emotions and onto your surroundings, helping you regain control. 3. Visualization. When you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed, try visualizing a calm, peaceful place. Imagine yourself in a location where you feel safe and relaxed, perhaps a quiet beach or a serene forest. Focus on the details, the sound of the waves, the feeling of the breeze, the smell of the fresh air. This mental escape can help calm your emotions and restore your focus. Mastering self-regulation is a lifelong journey, but by applying these techniques, you can gain greater control over your emotional responses, improve your resilience, and turn negative emotions into powerful motivators for positive action. By doing so, you'll navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence, ultimately leading to more fulfilling personal and professional relationships. Chapter 3. The Empathy Advantage. Understanding others on a deeper level. Empathy is often seen as the emotional glue that holds human relationships together. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. While it may seem like a natural trait, empathy is actually a skill that can be cultivated, developed, and mastered. In the context of emotional intelligence, EQ, empathy allows you to connect with others, foster trust, and build meaningful relationships both in your personal life and professional career. Empathy doesn't just make you a better listener or friend. It's a powerful tool for leadership, negotiation, conflict resolution, and collaboration. People who master empathy are more likely to build strong, supportive networks, inspire loyalty, and navigate social dynamics with ease. In this chapter, we'll explore what true empathy is, why it's so rare, and how you can cultivate it in your interactions with others. You'll learn actionable techniques for tuning into others' emotions, reading nonverbal cues, and fostering deeper connections. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the tools to leverage empathy for greater success and fulfillment. What true empathy looks like and why it's so rare. Empathy is often misunderstood or confused with sympathy. Sympathy is feeling pity or sorrow for someone else's misfortune, but it's an emotion experienced from a distance. Empathy, on the other hand, is stepping into someone else's shoes and feeling what they feel. It requires an emotional connection, an ability to resonate with another person's experience, rather than simply observing it. 3 types of empathy. There are 3 main types of empathy, each playing a different role in our emotional lives. 1. Cognitive empathy. This is the ability to understand someone else's thoughts, perspectives, or mental state. It involves seeing things from another person's viewpoint, even if you don't feel what they are feeling. Cognitive empathy is essential in negotiations and leadership because it helps you anticipate how someone will react to different situations. 2. Emotional empathy. Also known as affective empathy, this is the ability to feel what someone else is feeling. If a friend is sad, you feel sadness with them. Emotional empathy allows you to deeply connect with others on a personal level, making them feel understood and supported. 3. Compassionate empathy. This type of empathy goes beyond understanding and feeling. It motivates you to take action. Compassionate empathy leads you to help someone who is suffering, using your emotional connection to drive meaningful support or intervention. Why empathy is rare in today's world. Despite empathy's importance, it's becoming increasingly rare in modern society. Several factors contribute to this. 1. Technology overload. With the rise of social media and digital communication, face-to-face interactions have decreased, limiting our opportunities to practice real-time empathy. Online platforms often promote superficial interactions, where the focus is more on broadcasting opinions than listening and understanding others. 2. Cultural and social pressures. Many cultures prioritize individual success, achievement, and competition over cooperation and connection. This me-first mentality can make it harder for people to engage in empathetic behaviors, as they may view others as competitors rather than collaborators. 3. Emotional burnout. In an increasingly stressful world, people are often emotionally drained and disconnected from their own feelings, making it difficult to connect with the emotions of others. Cultivating empathy in today's world requires intentionality. But the rewards of deeper connections, stronger relationships, and greater success are well worth the effort. Techniques for instantly tuning into others' emotions. Empathy begins with tuning into the emotional currents of the people around you. This doesn't mean becoming emotionally overwhelmed by others, but rather becoming attuned to subtle cues and signals that reveal what they're feeling. Below are some techniques to enhance your empathetic awareness. 1. Active listening. Most people listen to respond, rather than listening to understand. Active listening is the art of fully focusing on the speaker, without planning your reply or letting your mind wander. It's one of the most powerful ways to demonstrate empathy. Key components of active listening. Focus on the speaker. Maintain eye contact, avoid distractions, and give the speaker your full attention. Reflect back. Periodically summarize what the speaker is saying to show you're listening and understanding. For example, so, what I'm hearing is that you're frustrated because you didn't get the support you needed. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage the speaker to elaborate by asking questions like, how did that make you feel? Or can you tell me more about that? Avoid interrupting. Give the speaker space to express themselves fully before jumping in with your own thoughts or advice. 2. Emotional labeling. One way to tune into someone else's emotions is by practicing emotional labeling. This involves identifying and naming the emotions the other person might be experiencing. It's a subtle but powerful way to demonstrate empathy. For example, if a colleague seems frustrated after a meeting, you might say, "It seems like that conversation left you feeling frustrated." By labeling the emotion, you're showing that you're paying attention to their emotional state and validating their experience. 3. Perspective taking. To develop cognitive empathy, practice perspective taking. This means imagining what it's like to be in the other person's shoes, experiencing the situation from their point of view. This can be especially helpful in conflict situations where emotions run high. Next time you're in a disagreement, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, how is this situation making the other person feel? What might they be thinking? This shift in perspective can reduce tension and help you respond in a way that is both compassionate and constructive. How to read nonverbal cues and unspoken feelings. Empathy isn't just about understanding words. It's about tuning into the nonverbal signals that people use to communicate their feelings. Many emotions are expressed through body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and other subtle cues. Learning to read these signals is essential for developing deeper empathy. 1. Body language. Body language often speaks louder than words. Pay attention to the following cues. Open versus closed posture. Open posture, arms uncrossed, body facing forward. indicates openness and engagement. Closed posture, crossed arms, turning away, can signal discomfort or defensiveness. Gestures, hand movements can signal enthusiasm, nervousness, or impatience. For example, fidgeting might indicate anxiety, while steady hand movements can signal confidence. Physical proximity. People who feel comfortable with each other often stand or sit closer together. Someone who is emotionally distant might physically distance themselves. 2. Facial expressions. The human face can express a wide range of emotions, often more accurately than words. Watch for micro-expressions, brief, involuntary facial expressions that reveal true emotions. Key expressions to look for include raised eyebrows, surprise or disbelief, furrowed brows, confusion, frustration, or concern, tightened lips, anger, frustration, or discomfort. Smiles. Genuine smiles involve the eyes, crow's feet, as well as the mouth, whereas fake smiles are limited to the mouth. 3. Tone of voice. How someone says something can be just as important as what they say. Pay attention to variations in pitch, volume, and pace. A raised voice may indicate anger or excitement, while a soft, hesitant tone could suggest uncertainty or vulnerability. Building trust and connection through active listening. Empathy and trust go hand in hand. When people feel understood, they are more likely to trust you, whether in personal relationships or professional settings. Active listening is one of the most effective ways to build this trust. How active listening builds trust. Validation. When you actively listen, you validate the other person's emotions. Validation doesn't necessarily mean agreeing with them. It means acknowledging that their feelings are real and worthy of attention. Respect. Active listening shows that you respect the speaker enough to give them your undivided attention. It communicates that you value what they have to say, which fosters a sense of trust. Non-judgment. By listening without judgment, you create a safe space for the other person to share their thoughts and emotions. This openness encourages deeper, more authentic communication. Deepening connection with empathetic responses. When you respond to someone after they've shared their feelings, the way you respond matters. Empathetic responses foster trust and connection, while dismissive or judgmental responses can shut down communication. Here are examples of empathetic responses. Reflecting emotions. It sounds like you're feeling really overwhelmed with everything on your plate right now. Offering support. I can see how tough this situation is for you. I'm here if you want to talk more, or if there's anything I can do to help. Acknowledging struggles. I can imagine how frustrating that must be for you. It's completely understandable that you'd feel this way. Avoid these types of responses which can undermine empathy, minimizing the experience. It's not that bad, I'm sure you'll get over it. Judging their feelings. You shouldn't be so upset about this. Shifting the focus to yourself. That's nothing compared to what I went through last year. Empathy in leadership, a superpower in today's world. Empathy is not just a personal skill, it's a leadership superpower. In the workplace, leaders who demonstrate empathy are more effective at inspiring their teams, resolving conflicts, and fostering innovation. Empathy in leadership helps create an environment where employees feel valued, understood, and motivated to contribute their best work. 1. Empathy builds employee engagement. Employees are more likely to be engaged and motivated when they feel that their leaders care about their well-being. Empathetic leaders take the time to listen to their employees' concerns, understand their struggles, and offer support. This creates a culture of trust and loyalty. 2. Empathy fosters collaboration. In any team, there will be differences in opinions, styles, and approaches. Empathy helps leaders navigate these differences by understanding each team member's perspective and finding common ground. By promoting understanding, empathetic leaders foster a collaborative environment where creativity and innovation thrive. 3. Empathy enhances decision-making. Leaders who practice empathy are better able to anticipate the impact of their decisions on others. This helps them make decisions that are not only effective, but also considerate of their team's needs and well-being. Empathy allows leaders to balance logic with emotional insight, leading to smarter, more compassionate decisions. 4. Empathy during crisis. In times of crisis, such as layoffs, organizational change, or external challenges, leaders who demonstrate empathy can help their teams navigate uncertainty with resilience. Empathetic leaders provide emotional support and clear communication, helping employees feel grounded and supported during difficult times. Mastering empathy is an essential part of emotional intelligence and a key to building meaningful relationships, both personally and professionally. By tuning into others' emotions, reading nonverbal cues, and practicing active listening, you can deepen your connections and foster trust. In leadership, empathy is a superpower that motivates and inspires, creating a workplace culture that thrives on collaboration, innovation, and mutual respect. Chapter 4. Emotional Agility. Adapt and thrive in any situation. In today's fast-paced world, emotional agility is one of the most crucial skills for personal and professional success. It's the ability to manage your emotions in real time and adjust them to fit the demands of any situation. Whether you're navigating a difficult conversation, coping with unexpected challenges, or making high-stakes decisions, emotional agility enables you to stay balanced, flexible, and effective. While traditional emotional intelligence, EQ, focuses on self-awareness and empathy, emotional agility emphasizes how you respond to and manage your emotions, especially in complex or unpredictable scenarios. It's about adapting, shifting, and using your emotions as tools to propel you forward, rather than letting them derail your progress. Emotional agility gives you the power to turn setbacks into opportunities, stay calm under pressure, and approach every situation with a flexible, solutions-oriented mindset. This chapter will explore how to cultivate emotional agility, the role it plays in decision-making, and the specific techniques you can use to improve your emotional flexibility in real time. By the end, you'll be equipped with the tools to shift your emotional state in any situation, helping you thrive under all conditions. How to shift your emotions in real time for better outcomes. The first step to developing emotional agility is recognizing that your emotions are not fixed. You can shift them intentionally, just as you might shift your mindset or behavior. Emotions are dynamic. They can be influenced, directed, and channeled to improve your outcomes in any situation. 1. The power of emotional awareness in shifting emotions. Before you can shift your emotions, you need to be aware of them. Emotional awareness is the foundation of emotional agility. Many people experience emotions without fully recognizing their underlying feelings, which can lead to reactions that are out of alignment with the situation. Start by asking yourself, what am I feeling right now? Where is this emotion coming from? Is this emotion serving me in this moment? Once you've identified the emotion, you can assess whether it's beneficial to the situation at hand. For example, if you're feeling frustrated during a meeting, is that frustration helping you solve the problem? Or is it clouding your judgment? 2. Cognitive reframing. Changing how you view the situation. One of the most effective ways to shift your emotional state is through cognitive reframing. This technique involves changing the way you interpret a situation, which in turn changes the emotion you experience. Often, our emotions are not directly caused by external events, but by our interpretation of those events. For example, instead of seeing a tight deadline as a source of stress, you can reframe it as a motivating challenge that will help you push your limits and grow. If someone criticizes your work, instead of feeling defensive or hurt, you can view it as valuable feedback that will improve your skills. By shifting your perspective, you can shift your emotional response and move from negative emotions like frustration or fear to more empowering ones like motivation or curiosity. 3. Anchoring positive emotions. Another powerful technique for shifting your emotions is anchoring, which involves using a physical or mental cue to trigger a desired emotional state. This is especially useful in high-pressure situations where you need to stay calm, focused, or confident. How to create an emotional anchor. Identify a desired emotion. Choose an emotion you want to access, such as confidence, calmness, or enthusiasm. Create a physical cue. Associate that emotion with a simple physical action, such as pressing your thumb and forefinger together or taking a deep breath. You can also use a memory or visualization of a time when you felt that emotion. Practice the anchor. Repeatedly practice this physical cue while experiencing the desired emotion. Over time, your brain will associate the cue with the emotion, and you'll be able to trigger that emotional state when needed. For example, before giving a big presentation, you can use your anchor to trigger feelings of confidence and calmness, helping you manage any anxiety or nerves. The role of emotional flexibility in decision-making. Emotionally agile individuals are more effective decision-makers because they can adjust their emotional state to match the needs of the situation. Emotions play a critical role in how we make decisions, influencing our risk tolerance, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Emotional flexibility allows you to harness the right emotions for better decision-making. 1. Balancing emotion and logic. Emotionally agile decision-makers know how to strike a balance between emotion and logic. While emotions provide important information, such as gut feelings or intuition, they can also lead to biased or impulsive decisions if left unchecked. Conversely, overly logical decision-making can ignore emotional context, leading to choices that are disconnected from human needs. To balance emotion and logic in decision-making, pause and assess. Before making a decision, take a moment to assess both the logical facts and your emotional response. Are your emotions helping you see things more clearly, or are they clouding your judgment? Weigh emotional impact. Consider how different decisions will impact you emotionally in the long term. Will one option lead to greater fulfillment or satisfaction, even if it seems riskier on paper? 2. The role of emotional flexibility in innovation. Emotional flexibility is especially important in situations that require creativity and innovation. When faced with a complex problem, being able to shift between different emotional states, such as curiosity, persistence, and even frustration, can help you find unique solutions. For example, curiosity fuels exploration and the desire to find new answers. Persistence helps you push through obstacles and setbacks. Frustration can signal that you need to change your approach or try a different perspective. By embracing a range of emotions rather than sticking to one rigid emotional state, you open yourself up to more creative and innovative outcomes. Overcoming obstacles by managing emotional resistance. One of the greatest challenges to emotional agility is emotional resistance, the tendency to avoid or suppress certain emotions because they are uncomfortable or difficult to manage. Emotional resistance creates rigidity, making it harder to adapt to new situations or challenges. 1. Embracing discomfort. To develop emotional agility, you need to become comfortable with discomfort. This means allowing yourself to fully experience difficult emotions like fear, anger, or sadness without trying to suppress or ignore them. Strategies for embracing discomfort. Name the emotion. Simply acknowledging and naming your emotion can reduce its intensity. For example, saying, "I'm feeling anxious right now," brings the emotion into conscious awareness, making it easier to manage. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness techniques, such as focusing on your breath or observing your thoughts without judgment, can help you sit with uncomfortable emotions without reacting impulsively. Reframe discomfort as growth. Rather than viewing discomfort as something to avoid, see it as a sign of growth and learning. Emotional discomfort often signals that you are stretching your capabilities or facing a challenge that will help you grow. 2. Releasing emotional resistance. Another key aspect of emotional agility is learning to release resistance to difficult emotions. When you resist an emotion, it tends to intensify, leading to emotional burnout or breakdowns. On the other hand, when you accept and process the emotion, it passes more quickly. Ways to release resistance. Self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding when difficult emotions arise. Rather than being critical of your emotional state, acknowledge that it's a natural part of the human experience. Express emotions physically. Sometimes, emotions are stored in the body. Physical activities like exercise, deep breathing, or even simple stretching can help release emotional tension. Journaling. Writing about your emotions can help you process and release them. It gives you an outlet to explore your feelings and gain clarity on what's causing emotional resistance. Turning emotional setbacks into strategic wins. Emotional agility gives you the power to turn emotional setbacks, such as frustration, fear, or disappointment, into opportunities for growth and success. Every setback, no matter how challenging, carries valuable insights and lessons that can help you move forward. 1. Reframe setbacks as opportunities. One of the most important aspects of emotional agility is the ability to reframe emotional setbacks as opportunities for growth. Rather than seeing failure, frustration, or rejection as a dead end, emotionally agile individuals see them as stepping stones toward greater success. For example, fear can be a signal that you are about to take a big leap in your career or personal life. Instead of avoiding fear, embrace it as a sign that you are pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Frustration often arises when you are stuck in a situation that isn't working. Rather than staying stuck, use the frustration as motivation to change your approach or find a new solution. Disappointment can be an opportunity to reassess your goals and expectations. It may help you realign with what truly matters to you, leading to a more fulfilling path. 2. Emotional agility and resilience. Emotionally agile individuals are more resilient because they are able to bounce back from setbacks more quickly. Rather than getting stuck in negative emotions, they process and move through them, allowing them to recover and adapt more effectively. Keys to building emotional resilience. Acceptance of change. Understand that change is a constant part of life. Emotional resilience comes from being able to adapt to change rather than resisting it. Optimism and hope. Emotionally resilient people maintain a sense of hope and optimism, even in difficult times. This doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means believing that you have the strength to overcome challenges and find a way forward. Support systems. Resilient individuals recognize the importance of leaning on others for support during tough times. Building strong relationships with friends, family, or colleagues can help you stay emotionally grounded during setbacks. Exercises to improve emotional agility overnight. Emotional agility is not something you develop overnight, but there are exercises you can practice to start building your agility right away. Here are a few techniques you can use to improve your emotional flexibility. 1. The stop method. S. Stop and pause in any emotionally charged situation. T. Take a deep breath to center yourself. O. Observe your emotional state and thoughts without judgment. P. Proceed with a response that aligns with your values and goals. This simple method helps you pause and create emotional space before reacting, giving you time to choose a more emotionally agile response. 2. Daily emotional check-in. At the end of each day, take 5 minutes to reflect on your emotional experiences. Ask yourself, what emotions did I experience today? How did I respond to those emotions? What could I have done to manage my emotions more effectively? This practice helps you build awareness of your emotional patterns and identify areas for improvement. 3. Emotional flexibility drills. Practice intentionally shifting your emotional state throughout the day. For example, when you feel stressed, take a few moments to practice deep breathing and bring yourself into a state of calm. If you're feeling stuck or frustrated, try shifting into a mindset of curiosity by asking yourself, what can I learn from this situation? The more you practice shifting your emotional state, the more agile you'll become in real-time situations. By developing emotional agility, you'll unlock a powerful skill set that allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace, resilience, and effectiveness. Whether you're facing a difficult decision, dealing with emotional setbacks, or leading others through complex situations, emotional agility empowers you to adapt and thrive under any circumstance. Chapter 5. Social Intelligence. Navigating complex human interactions with ease. In a world characterized by rapid change and complexity, social intelligence emerges as an essential skill for success. Social intelligence encompasses the ability to understand and manage human interactions, build relationships, and navigate the intricate web of social dynamics. It combines elements of emotional intelligence with an acute awareness of social cues, making it indispensable in both personal and professional settings. As we delve into this chapter, we will explore the fundamental components of social intelligence, the science behind influence and rapport building, and practical strategies for enhancing your social interactions. You will learn how to master emotional cues in group dynamics, harmonize in conflict situations, and cultivate deep, authentic relationships that matter. By the end of this chapter, you will be equipped with the knowledge and tools to become socially adept and charismatic, enabling you to thrive in any environment. The science behind influence and rapport building. 1. Understanding social dynamics. At its core, social intelligence is about understanding the dynamics of human relationships. Social dynamics involve the ways people interact with one another, influenced by cultural norms, individual behaviors, and situational contexts. Mastering social intelligence means developing a nuanced understanding of these dynamics and leveraging them to foster positive relationships. Social dynamics can be broken down into several key components. Context. The setting in which interactions occur significantly affects social dynamics. For instance, a workplace environment demands a different approach than a social gathering. Recognizing the context helps you tailor your communication style accordingly. Roles and hierarchies. Understanding the roles individuals play within a group, along with the associated hierarchies, is crucial for navigating social situations. Being aware of these dynamics allows you to approach interactions with sensitivity and insight. Cultural awareness. Different cultures have varying norms for communication, body language, and social interaction. Cultivating cultural awareness enhances your ability to connect with diverse individuals and groups. 2. The psychology of influence. Influence is a key component of social intelligence. To influence others effectively, it's essential to understand the psychological principles that govern human behavior. Here are some foundational concepts. Reciprocity. People are more likely to respond positively to others who have offered them help or support. By being generous and helpful, you create a sense of obligation in others, making them more likely to reciprocate. Social proof. Individuals often look to the behavior of others to guide their actions, especially in uncertain situations. Demonstrating that a particular behavior or attitude is widely accepted can increase its adoption among others. Consistency. People tend to align their beliefs and actions with their previous commitments. Once someone commits to a certain behavior, they're more likely to continue acting consistently with that commitment. Liking. People are more easily influenced by those they like and trust. Building rapport and establishing positive relationships is crucial for effective influence. 3. Building rapport. The key to effective communication. Rapport is the foundation of all successful social interactions. When you have rapport with someone, they are more likely to feel comfortable, open, and receptive to your ideas. Here are some techniques for building rapport. Active listening. Demonstrate genuine interest in what others are saying by practicing active listening. This involves paying full attention, nodding, and offering verbal affirmations while they speak. Reflecting on what they've said can also show that you value their perspective. Mirroring. Subtly mirroring the body language, tone, and speech patterns of the person you're interacting with can create a sense of familiarity and connection. This technique should be done naturally, without it feeling forced. Finding common ground. Establishing shared interests or experiences can help you connect with others on a deeper level. Asking open-ended questions can uncover commonalities that facilitate connection. Expressing empathy. Show understanding and validation of others' feelings and experiences. By acknowledging their emotions, you foster an environment of trust and openness. Mastering emotional cues in group dynamics. Group dynamics are influenced by the emotional states and interpersonal relationships of the individuals involved. Mastering emotional cues in group settings is essential for effective communication and collaboration. Here's how to enhance your ability to navigate group dynamics. 1. Observing emotional signals. In any group interaction, individuals communicate not only through words but also through nonverbal cues such as body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Being attentive to these signals can provide valuable insight into the emotional atmosphere of the group. Body language. Pay attention to posture, gestures, and physical proximity. Closed body language, e.g., crossed arms, may indicate discomfort, while open body language, e.g., leaning forward, suggests engagement. Facial expressions. Facial expressions convey a wealth of emotional information. A furrowed brow may indicate confusion or frustration, while a smile can signal agreement and positivity. Tone of voice. The way something is said can be just as important as the words used. A calm tone can soothe tensions, while a sharp tone may escalate conflict. 2. Navigating group emotions. Groups can experience collective emotions that impact decision-making and interaction. Being aware of the emotional climate can help you respond appropriately. Here are strategies for navigating group emotions. Check in with the group. Periodically check in with the group to gauge their emotional state. Asking how everyone is feeling can provide insight into the group's mood and allow for adjustments as needed. Acknowledge collective emotions. If you sense tension or frustration, acknowledge it openly. Addressing the emotion rather than ignoring it can create a space for resolution and understanding. Facilitate positive emotions. As a leader or participant, you can intentionally create a positive emotional climate. Use humor, gratitude, or expressions of encouragement to uplift the group's spirits. 3. Encouraging collaboration and inclusivity. Promoting a collaborative and inclusive environment enhances group dynamics and leads to better outcomes. Here are ways to encourage collaboration. Foster open communication. Create an environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas and opinions. Establish norms that prioritize respectful communication and active listening. Encourage diverse perspectives. Actively seek input from all group members, especially those who may be quieter or less assertive. Valuing diverse perspectives enhances creativity and innovation. Utilize group decision-making. Involve the group in decision-making processes. Collective input fosters a sense of ownership and commitment to the outcome. Strategies for harmonizing in conflict situations. Conflicts are an inevitable part of social interactions, whether in personal relationships, workplaces, or group settings. Effective conflict resolution requires a high level of social intelligence. Here are strategies for harmonizing in conflict situations. 1. Understand the root causes of conflict. Conflicts often arise from misunderstandings, differing values, or unmet needs. To resolve conflicts effectively, it's essential to understand the underlying issues at play. Active listening in conflict. When conflicts arise, practice active listening to understand the perspectives of all parties involved. Avoid interrupting and focus on genuinely comprehending their concerns. Seek common goals. Identify shared goals or interests that can serve as a foundation for resolution. By highlighting commonalities, you can foster collaboration rather than competition. 2. Communicate with empathy. Empathy is a powerful tool for conflict resolution. By expressing empathy, you validate the feelings of others and create an atmosphere of understanding. Use I statements. When expressing your own feelings, use I statements to take ownership of your emotions. For example, say, "I feel frustrated when," instead of placing blame on others. Acknowledge emotions. Validate the emotions of others involved in the conflict. Phrases like, "I understand that you feel," can help de-escalate tension and promote constructive dialogue. 3. Find win-win solutions. Strive for win-win solutions that address the needs of all parties involved. Collaborative problem-solving fosters positive relationships and helps to prevent future conflicts. Brainstorm solutions together. Engage in collaborative brainstorming sessions to generate multiple solutions. This approach encourages creativity and empowers everyone to contribute. Be willing to compromise. Flexibility and a willingness to compromise are key to reaching mutually beneficial outcomes. Focus on finding solutions that satisfy the core interests of all parties. Building deep, authentic relationships that matter. Strong, authentic relationships are the bedrock of social intelligence. Investing time and effort into building meaningful connections enhances your overall well-being and success. Here are some strategies for cultivating deep relationships. 1. Prioritize quality time. In a world filled with distractions, prioritizing quality time with others is essential for building authentic relationships. Make a conscious effort to engage with others in meaningful ways. Schedule regular check-ins, whether with friends, family, or colleagues. Schedule regular check-ins to maintain connections. Simple gestures like sending a message or making a phone call can go a long way. Engage in shared activities. Participate in activities that you and the other person enjoy. Shared experiences create opportunities for bonding and deeper connection. 2. Practice vulnerability. Vulnerability fosters intimacy and trust in relationships. Being open about your thoughts and feelings allows others to connect with you on a deeper level. Share personal stories. Sharing personal experiences and stories can help others relate to you and feel more comfortable opening up as well. Express your needs and boundaries. Communicating your needs and boundaries is essential for building healthy relationships. This honesty fosters mutual respect and understanding. 3. Show appreciation and gratitude. Expressing appreciation and gratitude strengthens relationships by reinforcing positive feelings and experiences. Acknowledge contributions. Regularly acknowledge the contributions of others, whether big or small. A simple thank you can make a significant impact. Celebrate milestones. Take the time to celebrate milestones and achievements in others' lives. Celebrating together fosters connection and shared joy. Social influence techniques. Become instantly more charismatic. Charisma is an essential aspect of social intelligence that enables you to connect with others effortlessly. While some individuals may possess natural charisma, it can also be cultivated through practice. Here are techniques to enhance your charisma. 1. Practice positive body language. Your body language plays a significant role in how others perceive you. Positive body language can enhance your charisma and make others feel more comfortable around you. Maintain open posture. Avoid crossing your arms or closing yourself off. Instead, maintain an open posture to signal approachability. Make eye contact. Establishing eye contact demonstrates confidence and engagement. It shows that you value the person you are speaking with. 2. Use engaging vocal techniques. Your tone of voice and speech patterns can greatly influence how others respond to you. Use vocal techniques to convey enthusiasm and warmth. Vary your tone and pace. Use variations in tone and pace to keep conversations dynamic and engaging. A lively tone can convey excitement and interest. Pause for effect. Strategic pauses in your speech can draw attention and create anticipation. Pausing before making a key point emphasizes its importance. 3. Cultivate a genuine interest in others. Charismatic individuals often show a genuine interest in the people they interact with. Cultivating this interest fosters connection and engagement. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage others to share their thoughts and experiences by asking open-ended questions. This invites deeper conversation and demonstrates your interest. Listen actively. Show that you are fully present in conversations by actively listening. This attentiveness creates a strong sense of connection and appreciation. Conclusion. Social intelligence is an invaluable skill that enables you to navigate the complexities of human interactions effectively. By mastering the science behind influence, understanding emotional cues in group dynamics, harmonizing in conflict situations, and building deep relationships, you position yourself for success in all areas of life. Cultivating social intelligence not only enhances your personal and professional relationships, but also enriches your overall experience in life. As you continue your journey toward emotional mastery, remember that social intelligence is not just about individual success. It's about creating a positive impact on those around you. By fostering authentic connections and navigating social dynamics with skill and empathy, you contribute to a more harmonious and understanding world. Embrace the power of social intelligence and watch as your personal and professional relationships flourish. Chapter 6. The Power of Self-Motivation. Fuel your emotional drive. Self-motivation is a critical component of emotional intelligence that directly influences our ability to achieve goals and maintain resilience in the face of challenges. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing world, the ability to motivate oneself can set individuals apart, enabling them to thrive in personal and professional contexts. This chapter will explore the emotional habits of top performers, how to harness emotions as a source of energy, strategies to overcome burnout, and techniques for cultivating emotional resilience. By the end of this chapter, you will have the tools and insights necessary to rewire your emotional brain for long-term motivation and success. 1. The emotional habits of top performers. Top performers across various fields exhibit certain emotional habits that distinguish them from others. These habits are not merely the result of innate talent or external circumstances. They are cultivated through deliberate practice and self-awareness. Here are some key emotional habits that can elevate your performance. A. Goal setting with emotional clarity. Top performers understand the importance of setting clear, emotionally resonant goals. Instead of vague aspirations, they articulate specific objectives that align with their passions and values. This clarity enhances focus and provides a sense of purpose, fueling their motivation. SMART goals. Utilize the SMART criteria, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, to define your goals. For example, rather than saying, "I want to be healthier," specify, "I will exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week for the next 3 months." Vision boards. Create a visual representation of your goals. Vision boards help to evoke the emotions associated with your aspirations, keeping your motivation high. B. Cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset, coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, refers to the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. Top performers embrace challenges and view failures as opportunities for learning and growth. Embrace challenges. Rather than shying away from difficult tasks, approach them with curiosity. This mindset shift fosters resilience and enhances motivation. Learn from setbacks. When faced with setbacks, analyze what went wrong and identify lessons learned. This reflection transforms negative experiences into valuable insights that drive future success. C. Celebrating small wins. Top performers recognize the power of celebrating small victories. Acknowledging progress, no matter how minor, reinforces positive emotions and keeps motivation high. Keep a success journal. Document your achievements, both big and small, in a dedicated journal. Reviewing this journal regularly boosts morale and motivation. Share successes with others. Share your accomplishments with friends, family, or colleagues. Celebrating together creates a sense of community and support. D. Maintaining a positive emotional environment. The emotional environment you cultivate around you significantly impacts your motivation. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can uplift your spirits and drive you toward your goals. Seek supportive relationships. Build a network of individuals who encourage and inspire you. Engage in conversations with those who share similar goals and values. Limit negative influences. Identify and minimize exposure to individuals or environments that drain your energy or foster negativity. Protecting your emotional well-being is essential for sustained motivation. 2. How to use emotions as a source of drive and energy. Emotions play a pivotal role in motivation, often serving as both a catalyst for action and a source of energy. Understanding how to harness your emotions effectively can lead to increased productivity and fulfillment. A. Channeling positive emotions. Positive emotions, such as joy, excitement, and enthusiasm, can significantly boost motivation and energy levels. Here are ways to channel these emotions. Engage in passion projects. Identify activities that ignite your passion. Engaging in work or hobbies that resonate with your values fuels motivation and creativity. Visualize success. Use visualization techniques to imagine yourself achieving your goals. This mental rehearsal can elicit positive emotions, reinforcing your commitment to your objectives. B. Transforming negative emotions into fuel. Negative emotions, while often viewed as obstacles, can also be transformed into sources of motivation. Rather than suppressing or avoiding these emotions, learn to channel them constructively. Reframe negative emotions. When experiencing frustration or anxiety, reframe these feelings as signals for change. For example, Frustration may indicate that a current approach isn't working, prompting you to seek alternative solutions. Use anger as motivation. Anger can serve as a powerful motivator if harnessed effectively. Channel this energy into productive actions, such as pursuing your goals with renewed determination. C. Practice emotional regulation. Mastering emotional regulation is crucial for maintaining motivation. When emotions become overwhelming, they can hinder progress. Techniques for emotional regulation include mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness practices help you become aware of your emotional states without judgment. Regular meditation can increase your capacity to regulate emotions and stay focused. Breathing exercises. Deep breathing techniques can help calm your nervous system and reduce anxiety. Practice inhaling deeply for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. 3. Overcoming emotional burnout and fatigue. Emotional burnout can derail motivation and hinder performance. Recognizing the signs of burnout and implementing strategies for recovery is essential for sustained emotional health. A. Identifying the signs of burnout. Burnout manifests in various ways, including emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced performance. Recognizing these signs early allows for timely intervention. Physical symptoms. Fatigue, sleep disturbances, and headaches may signal burnout. Pay attention to your body's signals and take them seriously. Emotional symptoms. Feelings of overwhelm, irritability, and detachment are common indicators of emotional burnout. Regularly assess your emotional state to catch burnout early. B. Implementing recovery strategies. Once you recognize signs of burnout, it's essential to implement recovery strategies. Here are practical steps to overcome emotional fatigue. Take breaks. Schedule regular breaks throughout your day. Stepping away from tasks, even for a short period, can rejuvenate your mind and body. Engage in self-care. Prioritize self-care activities that promote relaxation and well-being. This may include exercise, spending time in nature, or pursuing creative hobbies. Seek support. Don't hesitate to reach out for support from friends, family, or professionals. Sharing your feelings and experiences can alleviate emotional burdens. C. Creating a sustainable work-life balance. A balanced lifestyle is crucial for preventing burnout. Consider the following strategies to maintain equilibrium. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries between work and personal life. Avoid bringing work-related stress into your personal time. Prioritize rest and recovery. Ensure you get enough sleep and allocate time for relaxation. Adequate rest enhances emotional resilience and motivation. 4. Cultivating emotional resilience in the face of challenges. Emotional resilience refers to the ability to bounce back from adversity and maintain motivation in the face of challenges. Cultivating resilience is essential for navigating the ups and downs of life. Developing a resilient mindset. A resilient mindset allows you to view challenges as opportunities for growth. Here are ways to develop this mindset. Practice gratitude. Regularly express gratitude for the positive aspects of your life. This practice shifts your focus from difficulties to opportunities and fosters resilience. Embrace adaptability. Learn to be flexible in your approach. Adapting to changing circumstances enhances your ability to cope with challenges. B. Building a strong support network. Having a supportive network is a vital component of emotional resilience. Surrounding yourself with encouraging individuals can provide a safety net during difficult times. Foster meaningful connections. Invest time in building relationships with friends, family, and colleagues. Meaningful connections create a sense of belonging and support. Seek mentorship. Consider finding a mentor who can offer guidance and encouragement during challenging periods. Mentorship provides valuable insights and emotional support. C. Engaging in problem solving. When faced with challenges, engaging in proactive problem-solving fosters resilience. Here's how to approach difficulties. Identify solutions. Instead of dwelling on problems, focus on generating potential solutions. This proactive mindset empowers you to take control of challenging situations. Set realistic action plans. Break down challenges into manageable steps. Creating actionable plans helps reduce overwhelm and fosters a sense of progress. 5. Rewiring your emotional brain for long-term motivation. Emotional intelligence can be enhanced through practice and training. Rewiring your emotional brain for motivation involves developing habits that reinforce positive emotional responses. A. Leverage neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself in response to experiences. By consciously practicing new emotional habits, you can rewire your brain to support long-term motivation. Practice positive affirmations. Daily affirmations can help reinforce positive beliefs about yourself and your abilities. Repeat affirmations that resonate with your goals and aspirations. Engage in visualization techniques. Regularly visualize yourself achieving your goals and experiencing the associated emotions. This practice strengthens the neural pathways related to motivation. B. Establish a routine. Creating a routine that incorporates emotionally positive practices can enhance your motivation over time. Morning rituals. Start your day with positive activities, such as meditation, exercise, or journaling. Establishing a morning routine sets a positive tone for the day. Reflection practices. End your day with reflection. Consider what went well, what you learned, and how you can improve. This practice promotes a growth mindset and reinforces motivation. C. Invest in continuous learning. Committing to lifelong learning fosters curiosity and adaptability. Continuous learning keeps your mind engaged and motivated. Seek new challenges. Embrace opportunities to learn new skills or pursue new interests. Challenging yourself intellectually stimulates emotional growth. Read and engage with inspirational material. Books, podcasts, and seminars focused on personal development can reignite your passion and motivation. Conclusion. The power of self-motivation is an essential component of emotional mastery. By adopting the emotional habits of top performers, harnessing emotions as a source of drive, overcoming burnout, cultivating resilience, and rewiring your emotional brain, you can unlock your full potential. Remember that self-motivation is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. Embrace the challenges and celebrate your successes along the way, and you will find that your capacity for motivation is limitless. As you continue on your path toward emotional intelligence, keep these principles in mind and let them guide you to achieve lasting success and fulfillment. Chapter 7. Critical Thinking with High EQ, Making Smarter, Emotionally Informed Decisions. In an increasingly complex world, the ability to think critically while also being emotionally aware is paramount for success. Emotional intelligence, EQ, plays a crucial role in enhancing our critical thinking skills, enabling us to navigate the challenges of decision-making with clarity and insight. This chapter will explore how emotions influence our thought processes and biases, the role of emotional awareness in sharpening critical thinking, methods for solving problems with emotional intelligence, and strategies for challenging emotional biases. By the end of this chapter, you will be equipped with the tools to harness your emotional intelligence for smarter, more informed decisions. 1. How emotions influence thought processes and bias. Emotions significantly impact our cognitive functions, often shaping our perceptions, decisions, and interactions. Understanding the relationship between emotions and thinking is vital for making informed choices. A. The emotional brain. A quick overview. The brain's emotional center, primarily the limbic system, operates alongside the rational parts of the brain, the neocortex. When we encounter a situation, our limbic system can trigger immediate emotional responses, which can then influence our rational thinking. Here's how this interplay works. Immediate reactions. When faced with a stressful situation, the amygdala, part of the limbic system, reacts first, often resulting in a fight or flight response. This reaction can cloud judgment, leading to hasty decisions. Influence on memory. Emotions play a significant role in how memories are formed and recalled. Emotional experiences are typically more memorable, which can bias our decision-making based on past feelings rather than objective analysis. B. Recognizing emotional biases. Emotional biases are cognitive distortions that arise from our emotional responses. Here are some common emotional biases that can cloud our judgment. Confirmation bias. The tendency to seek out information that supports our existing beliefs while ignoring contradictory evidence. This bias can stem from emotional investment in a particular viewpoint. Anchoring effect. This bias occurs when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we encounter, the anchor, which can skew our subsequent judgments and decisions. Loss aversion. Research shows that the pain of losing something is psychologically more impactful than the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. This bias can lead to overly cautious decision-making. 2. Using emotional awareness to sharpen critical thinking skills. Emotional awareness is a fundamental aspect of emotional intelligence that can enhance critical thinking. By recognizing our emotions and understanding their impact on our thoughts, we can make more informed decisions. A. Developing emotional awareness. To harness emotional awareness, you need to cultivate self-reflection and mindfulness. Here are practical steps to improve your emotional awareness. Daily check-ins. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on your emotional state. Ask yourself questions like, what am I feeling right now? Why do I feel this way? How might these emotions influence my current situation? Journaling. Keep a journal where you document your emotions, thoughts, and decisions. Reflecting on past decisions can help you identify patterns and biases that may affect your critical thinking. B. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and aware of your thoughts and emotions without judgment. It can significantly enhance your ability to think critically by allowing you to pause and consider your emotional responses before making decisions. Mindful breathing. Practice deep breathing exercises to center yourself. This can help reduce stress and anxiety, allowing for clearer thinking. Body scan. Engage in a body scan meditation where you mentally check in with each part of your body. This practice helps you become aware of physical sensations associated with your emotions, fostering a deeper understanding of your emotional state. 3. Solving problems with emotionally intelligent logic. Effective problem solving requires a balance of emotional intelligence and logical reasoning. Integrating both aspects can lead to more comprehensive and sustainable solutions. A. The EQ problem-solving model. When approaching a problem, consider using the EQ problem-solving model, which incorporates emotional intelligence into each step. 1. Identify the problem. Define the issue at hand. Pay attention to your emotional reactions to the problem and how they may influence your perception of it. 2. Gather information. Collect relevant data and perspectives. Be mindful of emotional biases that may affect how you interpret the information. 3. Analyze options. Consider various solutions. Use emotional awareness to evaluate how different options align with your values and goals. 4. Make a decision. Choose the best course of action based on your analysis. Take a moment to reflect on your emotional responses to ensure that your decision is well-rounded. 5. Evaluate the outcome. After implementing your solution, assess the results. Reflect on how your emotions influence the process and what you can learn for future decisions. B. Emotional intelligence in team problem solving. When solving problems in a group setting, emotional intelligence becomes even more critical. Collaborative problem solving requires effective communication and an understanding of group dynamics. Encourage open dialogue. Foster an environment where team members feel comfortable expressing their emotions and opinions. Open dialogue enhances trust and facilitates better decision-making. Recognize group emotions. Be aware of the emotional atmosphere within the group. Understanding collective emotions can guide the discussion and decision-making process. 4. How to challenge emotional bias and see through mental traps. Challenging emotional biases requires self-awareness and intentional effort. By questioning your emotional responses, you can gain clarity and make more rational decisions. A. Questioning your assumptions. Start by critically examining your beliefs and assumptions. Ask yourself questions like, what evidence do I have to support this belief? This helps you identify potential biases and seek objective information. How might I be misinterpreting this situation due to my emotions? Acknowledging the influence of emotions can lead to more accurate assessments. B. Seeking diverse perspectives. Gaining insights from others can help challenge your emotional biases. Engaging with individuals who have different viewpoints can provide clarity and broaden your understanding. Active listening. Practice active listening when engaging with others. Focus on understanding their perspectives without interrupting or formulating a response while they speak. Encourage feedback. Invite constructive feedback on your decisions. Other people can often spot biases you might overlook due to emotional attachment. 5. The role of EQ in innovation and creative problem solving. Emotional intelligence is essential for fostering innovation and creativity. It allows individuals to approach problems with an open mind and explore unconventional solutions. A. Embracing creativity. Creativity thrives in environments that encourage emotional expression and risk-taking. Here's how to cultivate a creative mindset. Create a safe space for ideas. Foster an environment where team members feel safe sharing their ideas without fear of criticism. Encourage brainstorming sessions that prioritize quantity over quality. Allow for emotional exploration. Recognize that emotions can fuel creativity. Encourage team members to express their feelings and how those emotions influence their ideas. B. Divergent thinking. Divergent thinking is a creative problem-solving approach that involves generating multiple solutions to a problem. Emotional intelligence enhances this process by promoting open-mindedness and flexibility. Use mind mapping. Create visual representations of ideas and solutions. Mind mapping encourages free association and can help unlock new perspectives. Encourage what-if scenarios. Challenge yourself and your team to explore hypothetical situations. Asking what if can lead to innovative thinking and unique solutions. Conclusion. Critical thinking informed by emotional intelligence is a powerful tool for making smarter, more effective decisions. By recognizing the influence of emotions on our thought processes, developing emotional awareness, and integrating emotional intelligence into problem solving, we can enhance our decision-making abilities. As you apply these principles in your personal and professional life, remember that emotional intelligence is not just about managing emotions. It's about leveraging them to think critically, solve problems, and innovate effectively. By mastering the art of combining emotional intelligence with critical thinking, you will be better equipped to navigate the complexities of life, fostering success in all your endeavors. Chapter 8. Emotional Mastery in Leadership. How to lead with unshakable EQ. In today's fast-paced and often unpredictable business environment, effective leadership goes beyond traditional authority and management skills. It requires emotional intelligence, EQ, as a core competency to inspire, motivate, and guide teams toward success. This chapter will delve into the critical role of emotional intelligence in leadership, how it shapes leadership styles, strategies for leading during emotional crises, and methods to cultivate an emotionally intelligent team culture. By the end of this chapter, you will understand how to leverage your emotional intelligence to enhance your leadership capabilities, create stronger relationships, and drive your organization toward lasting success. 1. Why emotional intelligence is the key to great leadership. Emotional intelligence is often described as the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions while also being aware of and influencing the emotions of others. For leaders, these skills are paramount for several reasons. A. Building trust and authenticity. Leaders who exhibit high levels of emotional intelligence are better equipped to build trust within their teams. They create an environment where team members feel safe expressing their ideas, concerns, and emotions. This trust fosters open communication, which is essential for collaboration and innovation. Authentic leadership. Emotionally intelligent leaders demonstrate authenticity by being genuine and transparent. This authenticity encourages employees to reciprocate, creating a culture of openness. B. Enhancing communication skills. Effective leaders must communicate clearly and persuasively. High EQ enables leaders to adapt their communication style to their audience, ensuring that messages resonate and are understood. Empathetic communication. Emotionally intelligent leaders listen actively and empathetically, acknowledging the emotions and perspectives of their team members. This approach fosters a more collaborative atmosphere. C. Facilitating conflict resolution. Conflicts are inevitable in any workplace. Leaders with high emotional intelligence can navigate conflicts with empathy and understanding, addressing underlying emotions rather than just the surface issues. Managing emotions. High EQ leaders are aware of their emotions and can remain calm under pressure, allowing them to guide discussions toward constructive outcomes. 2. Leading through emotional crisis. Staying strong in uncertainty. Leadership is often tested during times of crisis or uncertainty. Whether facing organizational challenges, external pressures, or personal setbacks, emotionally intelligent leaders can navigate these turbulent waters effectively. A. Recognizing and managing your own emotions. When a crisis occurs, leaders may experience a range of emotions, including fear, anxiety, or frustration. Recognizing these emotions is the first step in managing them effectively. Self-reflection. Leaders should engage in self-reflection to understand their emotional responses. Techniques such as journaling, meditation, or seeking feedback can provide clarity. Emotional regulation. Leaders must practice emotional regulation strategies to maintain composure. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or reframing negative thoughts can help leaders stay grounded during crises. B. Communicating with transparency and compassion. During times of uncertainty, effective communication is crucial. Leaders should strive for transparency, sharing information honestly while also being sensitive to the emotions of their team members. Regular updates. Keeping team members informed about the situation helps to reduce anxiety and uncertainty. Leaders should communicate updates regularly, even if there is no new information. Compassionate leadership. Acknowledge the emotional impact of the crisis on team members. Leaders can express empathy and support, reinforcing a sense of community during difficult times. C. Encouraging team resilience. In times of crisis, leaders must inspire resilience within their teams. This involves fostering a culture of support, adaptability, and problem-solving. Empowerment. Encourage team members to take ownership of their roles and contribute ideas for overcoming challenges. Empowering employees builds confidence and resilience. Team-building activities. Organizing team-building exercises can strengthen relationships and enhance collective resilience. Activities focused on collaboration, problem-solving, and trust can improve team dynamics. 3. How to inspire and motivate others by leveraging EQ. An emotionally intelligent leader knows how to inspire and motivate their team effectively. This involves understanding individual motivations and tailoring approaches to meet those needs. A. Understanding team members' motivations. Every team member has unique motivations that drive their performance. Emotionally intelligent leaders take the time to understand what motivates each individual. One-on-one meetings. Conduct regular one-on-one meetings to discuss goals, aspirations, and challenges. These conversations foster deeper connections and provide insights into individual motivations. Tailoring recognition. Recognize and celebrate achievements in a way that resonates with each team member. Some may prefer public acknowledgement, while others appreciate private praise. B. Creating a vision and purpose. Leaders who articulate a clear vision and purpose can inspire their teams to rally around a common goal. This sense of purpose can enhance motivation and engagement. Communicating the vision. Regularly communicate the organization's vision and how individual contributions align with it. This connection fosters a sense of belonging and commitment. Storytelling. Use storytelling to illustrate the impact of the team's work. Sharing success stories can motivate team members and reinforce the significance of their contributions. C. Fostering a positive work environment. A positive work environment is essential for motivation and engagement. Emotionally intelligent leaders prioritize the well-being of their team members. Encouraging work-life balance. Promote a healthy work-life balance by respecting boundaries and supporting flexible work arrangements. Acknowledging the importance of personal well-being fosters a positive culture. Cultivating positivity. Encourage positivity through team rituals, such as celebrating successes or sharing gratitude. Positivity can be contagious and create a more enjoyable work environment. For cultivating an emotionally intelligent team culture. Building an emotionally intelligent team culture requires intentional effort from leaders. A culture that values emotional intelligence fosters collaboration, innovation, and overall employee satisfaction. A. Leading by example. Leaders must model emotionally intelligent behaviors to create a culture that values EQ. Demonstrating self-awareness, empathy, and effective communication sets the tone for the entire team. Vulnerability. Be open about your own emotions and challenges. Vulnerability fosters trust and encourages team members to do the same. Continuous learning. Show a commitment to personal and professional growth. Engaging in workshops, training, or coaching related to emotional intelligence demonstrates a dedication to developing EQ. B. Providing training and development opportunities. Investing in emotional intelligence training for team members enhances the overall EQ of the organization. Workshops and seminars can provide valuable skills and techniques for improving emotional awareness and regulation. EQ workshops. Organize workshops focused on topics such as emotional awareness, active listening, and conflict resolution. These sessions can equip team members with practical tools. Mentorship programs. Implement mentorship programs that pair experienced employees with newer team members. Mentorship fosters emotional support and knowledge sharing. C. Encouraging feedback and open communication. A culture of open communication and feedback is essential for developing emotional intelligence within a team. Leaders should encourage honest feedback and create channels for open dialogue. Feedback loops. Establish regular feedback loops where team members can share their thoughts and ideas. This practice promotes continuous improvement and engagement. Safe spaces. Create safe spaces for team members to express concerns or challenges. Ensuring that employees feel comfortable sharing their thoughts fosters a culture of trust. 5. Transformative leadership. The EQ edge in business success. Organizations that prioritize emotional intelligence in their leadership and culture often experience transformative results. The impact of high EQ can lead to improved performance, innovation, and employee satisfaction. A. Enhanced team performance. Teams led by emotionally intelligent leaders tend to perform better overall. The combination of trust, communication, and motivation fosters a more productive work environment. Collaboration and innovation. High EQ leads to better collaboration among team members. When individuals feel valued and understood, they are more likely to contribute creatively and work together effectively. Reduced turnover. Employees who feel supported and valued are less likely to leave the organization. High EQ leadership contributes to lower turnover rates, saving organizations time and resources. B. Stronger organizational culture. An emotionally intelligent organization cultivates a positive culture that aligns with its values and mission. A strong culture can enhance employee engagement and attract top talent. Alignment with values. Organizations with emotionally intelligent leaders tend to have a clear alignment between their values and behaviors. This consistency reinforces a sense of belonging among employees. Attracting talent. Companies known for their emotionally intelligent leadership and supportive culture are more likely to attract talented individuals seeking a positive work environment. Conclusion. Emotional intelligence is a cornerstone of effective leadership. By mastering emotional awareness, communication, conflict resolution, and team motivation, leaders can create a culture that fosters collaboration and innovation. In times of crisis, emotionally intelligent leaders can navigate uncertainty with resilience and empathy, inspiring their teams to do the same. As you continue to develop your emotional intelligence, remember that great leadership is not just about authority. It's about connecting with others, understanding their emotions, and empowering them to thrive. By embracing emotional intelligence as a vital leadership skill, you can not only enhance your effectiveness as a leader, but also create an organization that champions emotional mastery and drives lasting success. Chapter 9. The high EQ negotiator, winning deals with emotional intelligence. Negotiation is an inherent part of both personal and professional life, often determining outcomes that can significantly impact relationships, careers, and organizations. The ability to negotiate effectively relies heavily on emotional intelligence, EQ. Those who understand and manage emotions, both their own and those of others, often find themselves in a superior position during negotiations. This chapter will explore the critical role of emotional intelligence in negotiation, providing strategies for mastering emotional dynamics, reading emotional states, employing persuasive techniques, navigating difficult conversations, and closing deals that benefit all parties involved. By the end of this chapter, you will possess actionable insights to enhance your negotiation skills and ensure successful outcomes. 1. How to master emotional dynamics in high-stakes negotiations. High-stakes negotiations can be emotionally charged, with each party bringing their hopes, fears, and desires to the table. Understanding and managing these emotional dynamics is crucial for successful negotiation outcomes. Recognizing emotional states. The first step in mastering emotional dynamics is recognizing your own emotional state and that of the other party. Being self-aware allows you to adjust your approach accordingly. Self-assessment. Before entering a negotiation, take a moment to assess your emotional state. Are you feeling confident, anxious, excited, or defensive? Understanding your emotions will help you manage them during negotiations. Reading others. Pay attention to nonverbal cues such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. These cues can provide valuable insights into the emotional states of the other party. For example, crossed arms may indicate defensiveness, while a relaxed posture may signify openness. B. Maintaining composure. During negotiations, it's common for emotions to run high. Maintaining composure is essential for effective negotiation. Breathing techniques. Practice deep breathing exercises before and during negotiations to stay calm and focused. Deep breathing helps regulate your emotional state and prevents impulsive reactions. Pause before responding. If you feel emotions escalating, take a brief pause before responding. This allows you to collect your thoughts and respond more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. 2. Strategies for reading and influencing emotional states in others. Emotional intelligence enables negotiators to read and influence the emotional states of others. This skill is particularly valuable in high-stakes situations where emotions can drive decisions. A. Empathetic listening. One of the most powerful tools in negotiation is empathetic listening, which involves fully engaging with the other party's perspective. Active engagement. Show genuine interest in what the other party is saying. Nodding, maintaining eye contact, and using verbal affirmations like, "I see," or "that makes sense" demonstrate that you are listening attentively. Reflecting emotions. After the other party has expressed their thoughts, reflect back what you have heard. For example, you might say, "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated with the current proposal." This acknowledgement validates their emotions and fosters a connection. B. Creating a positive emotional environment. Setting a positive emotional tone can significantly influence the negotiation process. A positive atmosphere encourages collaboration and reduces defensiveness. Establish common ground. Start the negotiation by identifying shared goals or interests. This creates a sense of partnership rather than opposition. Express appreciation. Thank the other party for their willingness to negotiate. Acknowledging their efforts fosters goodwill and creates a more positive emotional context for the discussion. 3. The emotional art of persuasion, getting what you want. Persuasion is a key component of negotiation, and emotional intelligence plays a vital role in convincing others to see your perspective. A. Understanding motivations. Successful persuasion hinges on understanding the underlying motivations of the other party. Ask open-ended questions. Use open-ended questions to uncover the other party's interests and motivations. Questions like, "What are your primary concerns with this proposal?" can provide insights into their needs. Align your proposal. Frame your proposal in a way that aligns with the other party's motivations. For instance, if they value cost savings, emphasize how your solution can lead to long-term financial benefits. B. Utilizing emotional appeals. Emotional appeals can be highly effective in persuasion. However, it's important to use them ethically and genuinely. Tell a story. Sharing a relatable story can evoke emotions and make your point more compelling. A narrative that illustrates the positive impact of your proposal can resonate with the other party. Express enthusiasm. Demonstrating enthusiasm for your proposal can be infectious. When you convey genuine excitement about the benefits, it can influence the emotional response of the other party. 4. How to navigate difficult conversations with grace and poise. Negotiations are not always smooth, and difficult conversations are often inevitable. Emotional intelligence equips you with the tools to handle these situations gracefully. A. Prepare for tough topics. Before entering a negotiation that may involve difficult subjects, prepare mentally and emotionally. Anticipate reactions. Consider how the other party may react to challenging topics. Preparing for various responses allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react defensively. Develop a strategy. Identify specific points you want to address and plan how you will introduce them. This clarity will help you navigate the conversation more smoothly. B. Stay calm under pressure. Difficult conversations can provoke strong emotions. Staying calm is essential for effective communication. Mindfulness techniques. Incorporate mindfulness techniques to ground yourself during tough discussions. Focus on your breathing or visualize a calm setting to reduce anxiety. Use I statements. When discussing difficult topics, use I statements to express your feelings without sounding accusatory. For example, say, I feel concerned about, instead of you are making me worried about. C. Finding common solutions. In tough conversations, focus on collaborative problem solving rather than confrontation. Encourage brainstorming. Invite the other party to brainstorm potential solutions together. This collaborative approach fosters a sense of partnership and reduces defensiveness. Focus on interests, not positions. Instead of getting stuck in rigid positions, emphasize the underlying interests. This shift in focus can lead to creative solutions that satisfy both parties. 5. Closing deals with win-win emotional tactics. The ultimate goal of negotiation is to arrive at an agreement that benefits all parties involved. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in achieving win-win outcomes. A. Recognizing signals of agreement. As negotiations progress, watch for signals that indicate the other party is moving toward agreement. Verbal affirmations, phrases like that sounds reasonable or I can see how that could work, are positive indicators. Recognizing these signals can help you gauge when to push for closure. Body language. Open and relaxed body language from the other party often indicates a willingness to agree. Conversely, closed-off body language may signal hesitation. B. Summarizing key points. Before finalizing the deal, summarize the key points discussed to ensure mutual understanding. Clarify agreements. Reiterate the main agreements and confirm that both parties are on the same page. This reduces misunderstandings and reinforces commitment. Express gratitude. Thank the other party for their collaboration and willingness to negotiate. Acknowledging their efforts helps to build a positive relationship for future interactions. C. Leaving room for future collaboration. Even if the negotiation concludes successfully, it's important to leave room for future collaboration. Express openness. Convey your willingness to work together again in the future. This forward-thinking approach fosters ongoing relationships and collaboration. Follow up. After the negotiation, follow up with a brief message expressing appreciation for the discussion and your enthusiasm for the agreed-upon outcomes. Conclusion. Emotional intelligence is a powerful tool in negotiation, allowing you to navigate complex emotional dynamics, read the emotions of others, employ persuasive techniques, and manage difficult conversations with poise. By mastering these skills, you position yourself not only as a capable negotiator, but also as a leader who understands the value of relationships and collaboration. Incorporating emotional intelligence into your negotiation practices enhances your effectiveness and leads to more favorable outcomes. Remember that negotiation is not merely about winning, but about creating agreements that foster mutual benefit and pave the way for future cooperation. As you apply these principles, you will become a high EQ negotiator, capable of transforming challenging discussions into opportunities for growth and partnership. Chapter 10. Rapid Growth Hacks. 10x your emotional intelligence overnight. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to harness emotional intelligence, EQ, is crucial for success in both personal and professional realms. The great news is that increasing your EQ doesn't have to be a lengthy, arduous process. With a combination of strategic practices and insights, you can rapidly enhance your emotional intelligence. This chapter is dedicated to exploring actionable growth hacks that can help you 10x your emotional intelligence overnight, focusing on daily micro-habits, reprogramming emotional responses, leveraging visualization, maintaining long-term growth, and implementing a powerful 24-hour EQ transformation challenge. 1. How to drastically increase your EQ with daily micro-habits. Micro-habits are small, easily achievable actions that can accumulate to create significant changes over time. By integrating these habits into your daily routine, you can systematically build your emotional intelligence. A. Daily reflection. Set aside a few minutes each day for self-reflection. This practice allows you to assess your emotional responses to daily events and interactions. Journaling. Write down your thoughts and feelings about specific situations. What emotions did you experience? How did you react? What could you have done differently? Journaling not only increases self-awareness, but also helps you identify patterns in your emotional responses. End-of-day review. At the end of each day, reflect on the key events and your reactions. This practice can help you track your emotional progress and refine your responses over time. B. Mindfulness practices. Mindfulness techniques help you remain present and aware of your emotions, promoting greater emotional regulation. Meditation. Commit to a short daily meditation practice, even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes. Focus on your breath, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice can enhance your self-awareness and emotional resilience. Mindful breathing. Throughout the day, take a moment to focus on your breath whenever you feel stressed or overwhelmed. Deep, intentional breaths can ground you and create space for more thoughtful, emotional responses. C. Daily gratitude. Cultivating gratitude can significantly improve your emotional landscape, fostering a more positive outlook. Gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from negative emotions to positive experiences, enhancing your emotional well-being and resilience. Express gratitude. Take the time to express gratitude to others, whether verbally or through notes. Acknowledging others' contributions strengthens relationships and enhances emotional connection. 2. Simple techniques to rewire your emotional responses instantly. Rewiring your emotional responses requires intentional practice. Here are techniques that can help you change your reactions and enhance your emotional intelligence. A. Cognitive reappraisal. Cognitive reappraisal involves changing your perspective on a situation to alter your emotional response. Identify triggers. Recognize situations or people that trigger negative emotional responses. Once identified, consciously reframe your thoughts. For example, if a colleague criticizes your work, reappraise this as constructive feedback rather than personal failure. Positive self-talk. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," tell yourself, "I can learn from this experience." Positive self-talk promotes resilience and boosts confidence. B. Emotional anchoring. Emotional anchoring connects a physical sensation or gesture with a desired emotional state. Choose an anchor. Identify a gesture, like touching your thumb and index finger together, that you can use when you feel calm and confident. Practice this gesture in situations where you feel empowered. Reinforce the anchor. Whenever you experience your desired emotional state, use the anchor. Over time, your brain will associate the gesture with that emotional state, allowing you to evoke it in stressful situations. C. Visualization techniques. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help you manage emotions and boost confidence. Visualize success. Before entering a challenging situation, like a presentation or difficult conversation, close your eyes and visualize yourself succeeding. Picture how you will feel, the positive reactions of others, and the successful outcome. Create a calm place. Visualize a place where you feel calm and relaxed. When you encounter stress, take a moment to picture this place and experience the feelings of peace and safety it brings. 3. Leveraging visualization and mental priming for EQ mastery. Visualization and mental priming techniques can enhance your emotional intelligence by preparing your mind for success. A. Visualization for emotional awareness. Regularly practicing visualization can deepen your understanding of your emotional responses. Emotion mapping. Visualize a challenging situation and map out your emotional response. Where do you feel tension in your body? What thoughts come to mind? This technique fosters greater self-awareness. Future emotions. Imagine future situations where you may struggle with your emotions. Visualize your responses and rehearse how you would ideally react. This prepares you to respond more effectively when the situation arises. B. Mental priming techniques. Mental priming involves exposing yourself to specific stimuli to influence your thoughts and behaviors positively. Positive affirmations. Start your day with positive affirmations related to emotional intelligence. Repeat phrases like, "I am in control of my emotions," or "I connect easily with others." This primes your mind for positive emotional engagement throughout the day. Emotional cues. Surround yourself with reminders of emotional intelligence. Quotes, images, or objects that evoke feelings of empathy, resilience, and connection. These cues will trigger positive emotions and encourage EQ-focused behaviors. 4. How to sustain and scale your emotional growth long-term. Building emotional intelligence is not a one-time event. It requires consistent practice and commitment. Here are strategies to sustain and scale your emotional growth. A. Create an EQ development plan. Develop a structured plan to enhance your emotional intelligence over time. Set goals. Identify specific EQ-related goals you want to achieve, e.g., improving empathy or conflict resolution skills. Make these goals SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Track progress. Regularly assess your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to document your experiences and improvements in emotional intelligence. B. Seek feedback. Feedback is an essential component of emotional growth. 360-degree feedback. Consider obtaining feedback from colleagues, friends, or mentors regarding your emotional responses and interpersonal skills. Their insights can help you identify blind spots and areas for improvement. Peer support groups. Join or create a support group focused on emotional intelligence. Sharing experiences and challenges with others can provide motivation and accountability. 5. The Ultimate 24-Hour EQ Transformation Challenge. To kickstart your journey towards enhanced emotional intelligence, take on the Ultimate 24-Hour EQ Transformation Challenge. This challenge is designed to immerse you in EQ-enhancing practices over the course of a day. Hour 1. Morning Mindfulness. Start your day with a 10-minute mindfulness meditation. Focus on your breath and set an intention for the day related to emotional intelligence. Hour 2. Emotional check-in. Reflect on your current emotional state. Identify your feelings and what triggered them. Write these down in your journal. Hour 3. Empathy exercise. Reach out to a colleague or friend. Ask about their feelings or challenges they are facing and listen actively. Reflect back what you hear to show understanding. Hour 4. Gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Share one with someone close to you, expressing why it matters to you. Hour 5. Visualization session. Visualize a challenging situation you may face in the coming days. Imagine yourself handling it with emotional intelligence and composure. Hour 6. Cognitive reappraisal. Identify a negative thought or trigger from your past week. Reframe it positively. Write down your new perspective. Hour 7. Mindful break. Take a 15-minute break from your day. Focus on your surroundings and engage in deep breathing to reduce stress. Hour 8. Social interaction. Engage in a meaningful conversation with someone. Aim to connect on a deeper emotional level by asking open-ended questions. Hour 9. Affirmation practice. Write and repeat positive affirmations related to your emotional intelligence goals. For example, I am an empathetic listener. Hour 10. Revisit your goals. Spend time reviewing your EQ goals. Are they still relevant? Do they need adjustments? Write down any new goals. Hour 11. Team building activity. If in a work setting, initiate a team-building exercise focused on emotional intelligence. This could involve sharing personal stories or working on problem-solving as a group. Hour 12. Evening reflection. At the end of the day, reflect on your emotional responses. What worked? What didn't? Write down your insights. Hour 13. Prepare for tomorrow. Before going to bed, prepare for the next day by setting intentions related to emotional intelligence. Hour 14. Connect with nature. Spend at least 15 minutes in nature or a peaceful environment. Use this time to reflect on your emotions and appreciate your surroundings. Hour 15. Engage in a hobby. Take time for a personal interest or hobby that brings you joy. This helps reduce stress and enhances emotional well-being. Hour 16. Physical activity. Engage in some form of physical exercise. Exercise releases endorphins, which improve mood and emotional resilience. Hour 17. Mindful eating. During your next meal, practice mindful eating. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations of your food. Hour 18. Random act of kindness. Perform a random act of kindness for someone. This can be as simple as complimenting a colleague or helping someone with a task. Hour 19. Digital detox. Take a break from social media and digital devices for at least an hour. Use this time to connect with yourself or others in person. Hour 20. Emotional learning. Spend time reading a book or watching a video about emotional intelligence. Note key takeaways and how you can apply them. Hour 21. Breathing exercises. Practice deep breathing exercises for 10 minutes. Focus on calming your mind and body. Hour 22. Connect with a mentor. Reach out to a mentor or someone you admire in terms of emotional intelligence. Ask for their insights and advice. Hour 23. Evening wind down. Engage in a calming activity before bed, such as reading or light stretching, to promote relaxation. Hour 24. Review and set intentions. Reflect on your 24-hour journey. What did you learn? What changes do you want to implement moving forward? Write down your intentions for continued growth in emotional intelligence. Conclusion. Emotional intelligence is not just an abstract concept. It is a practical skill set that can be cultivated through intentional practices and habits. By embracing these growth hacks, you can significantly enhance your emotional intelligence in a short amount of time. The journey toward mastering emotional intelligence is ongoing, but by integrating these techniques into your daily life, you will lay a solid foundation for lasting success and fulfillment. As you continue to develop your EQ, remember that emotional intelligence is not solely about individual growth. It enhances your relationships, influences those around you, and ultimately contributes to a more empathetic and understanding world. The journey begins with you, and the power of emotional mastery is in your hands. Conclusion. Living an emotionally intelligent life. As we arrive at the conclusion of this exploration into emotional mastery, it's essential to reflect on the transformative power that emotional intelligence, EQ, holds. The journey toward developing and enhancing your emotional intelligence is not merely a professional endeavor. It is a profound personal journey that can lead to lasting fulfillment, enriched relationships, and greater success in all aspects of life. This chapter summarizes the key benefits of emotional mastery, the importance of integrating high EQ into daily practices, and how you can create an emotionally intelligent legacy for future generations. The long-term benefits of emotional mastery. Emotional intelligence is not just a tool for navigating workplace dynamics or achieving short-term goals. It is a lifelong skill set that can dramatically shape the course of your life. Below are some of the key long-term benefits that stem from committing to emotional mastery. 1. Enhance personal relationships. High EQ fosters deeper and more meaningful connections with others. As you become more attuned to your emotions and those of others, you will find that your relationships improve significantly. Enhanced empathy allows you to understand and support friends and family more effectively, leading to stronger bonds and reduced conflicts. As trust builds over time, your relationships become more resilient and rewarding. 2. Greater resilience in the face of challenges. Life is rife with challenges, be they personal or professional. Emotional mastery equips you with the tools to navigate these hurdles with grace and composure. When faced with setbacks, high EQ enables you to maintain perspective and develop constructive responses rather than succumbing to stress or frustration. This resilience not only enhances your mental well-being, but also positions you as a reliable source of support for others in times of crisis. 3. Improved decision-making abilities. Emotional intelligence directly influences the quality of your decision-making. By understanding how emotions affect your thought processes, you can make more informed and rational choices. High EQ allows you to weigh the emotional implications of your decisions alongside the logical ones, leading to more balanced outcomes. This skill is particularly valuable in high-stakes situations, where emotional awareness can mean the difference between success and failure. 4. Increased career success and leadership potential. In today's competitive job market, employers increasingly recognize the value of emotional intelligence. Studies have shown that high EQ is linked to effective leadership, better teamwork, and improved organizational culture. As you cultivate your emotional mastery, you position yourself as a leader who can inspire and motivate others. This ability to connect with colleagues and subordinates alike will not only advance your career, but also create a positive and productive work environment. 5. A pathway to personal fulfillment. Perhaps one of the most significant benefits of emotional mastery is the increased sense of personal fulfillment it brings. As you learn to manage your emotions and navigate the complexities of human interactions, you will find yourself more in tune with your values and aspirations. This alignment leads to greater satisfaction in your personal and professional life, creating a profound sense of purpose. How to integrate high EQ into every aspect of your life. Achieving emotional mastery is an ongoing process that requires intentionality and practice. Here are strategies to seamlessly integrate high EQ into various aspects of your life. 1. Make EQ a daily focus. Just as you prioritize physical health through exercise and nutrition, make emotional intelligence a daily focus. Engage in practices like mindfulness, journaling, and reflection regularly. These activities will help you stay attuned to your emotions and those of others, fostering a mindset of continuous improvement. 2. Cultivate a supportive environment. Surround yourself with individuals who value emotional intelligence and encourage personal growth. Engage in conversations about emotions, share experiences, and seek feedback. This supportive network can motivate you to stay committed to enhancing your EQ and provide accountability. 3. Embrace lifelong learning. The landscape of emotional intelligence is ever-evolving. Stay informed about new research, theories, and practices related to EQ. Attend workshops, read books, or join groups focused on emotional intelligence. Embracing a mindset of lifelong learning will deepen your understanding and application of emotional mastery. 4. Practice empathy daily. Seek opportunities to practice empathy in your daily interactions. This could be as simple as actively listening to a friend or trying to understand a colleague's perspective during a disagreement. By consciously engaging in empathetic behaviors, you strengthen your emotional intelligence and promote positive relationships. 5. Apply emotional intelligence in leadership. If you hold a leadership position or aspire to one, commit to leveraging emotional intelligence in your leadership style. Foster an environment where team members feel safe expressing their emotions and encourage open dialogue. By modeling emotional intelligence, you set a standard for your team and inspire them to develop their emotional skills, creating an emotionally intelligent legacy for future generations. As you progress on your emotional mastery journey, consider the legacy you want to leave behind. Teaching the next generation about emotional intelligence is a powerful way to instill these vital skills in others. Here are some ways to create an emotionally intelligent legacy. 1. Share your knowledge. Use your experiences and insights to teach others about the importance of emotional intelligence. This could be through mentorship, workshops, or casual conversations with friends and family. Sharing your knowledge can empower others to embark on their own journeys toward emotional mastery. 2. Lead by example. Model emotionally intelligent behaviors in your interactions. Show vulnerability, practice active listening, and handle conflicts with grace. By demonstrating high EQ, you inspire others to follow suit and create a culture of emotional awareness. 3. Foster emotional intelligence in children. If you are a parent or educator, prioritize teaching emotional intelligence skills to children. Encourage them to identify and express their emotions, practice empathy, and engage in reflective practices. By nurturing their emotional skills, you equip them for success in navigating life's complexities. 4. Advocate for emotional intelligence initiatives. Support initiatives that promote emotional intelligence in schools, workplaces, and communities. This advocacy can help institutionalize EQ practices, ensuring that future generations have access to the tools they need for emotional mastery. Final thoughts. Your path to lasting success and fulfillment. The journey to emotional mastery is one of the most rewarding endeavors you can undertake. By embracing the principles and practices outlined in this book, you have the opportunity to transform not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Emotional intelligence is the cornerstone of effective leadership, meaningful relationships, and personal fulfillment. As you embark on this ongoing journey, remember that emotional mastery is not a destination, but a continual process of growth and self-discovery. Embrace the challenges and triumphs along the way, and recognize that each step forward enriches your understanding of yourself and others. In a world that increasingly values emotional intelligence, you possess the power to unlock a future filled with possibilities. By committing to high EQ, you pave the way for greater success, deeper connections, and lasting fulfillment. The time to act is now. Let your journey toward emotional mastery begin today. Bonus chapter: The Science of Emotional Intelligence. In our journey through emotional mastery, we have explored the various facets of emotional intelligence, EQ, and its significance in achieving personal and professional success. However, to fully appreciate the profound impact of EQ, it is essential to delve into the science that underpins it. This chapter will explore the neuroscience behind emotional responses, how emotions interact with cognitive functions, the role of hormones and neurotransmitters in emotional regulation, and the biological pathways that can enhance our emotional intelligence. Neuroscience behind emotional responses. Understanding the neuroscience of emotional intelligence begins with recognizing how our brains process emotions. The limbic system, often referred to as the emotional brain, plays a crucial role in emotional regulation. This system includes several key structures. 1. Amygdala. The amygdala is responsible for processing emotions, especially those related to fear and pleasure. It acts as an alarm system, triggering our fight-or-flight response in stressful situations. When we encounter a perceived threat, the amygdala sends signals that prepare the body to respond. This response can be instantaneous, often occurring before we are consciously aware of our feelings. 2. Hippocampus. The hippocampus is involved in forming new memories and connecting emotions to those memories. It helps contextualize our experiences, allowing us to make sense of the world around us. For instance, when you recall a past event that was emotionally charged, the hippocampus works alongside the amygdala to help you understand why that event felt significant. 3. Prefrontal cortex. This part of the brain is critical for higher-order thinking, decision-making, and impulse control. It helps regulate emotional responses initiated by the amygdala, allowing for a balanced response to emotional stimuli. A well-developed prefrontal cortex enables individuals to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively, making it a cornerstone of emotional intelligence. 4. Insula. The insula plays a role in self-awareness and emotional awareness. It helps individuals recognize their own emotions and the feelings of others, facilitating empathy and emotional understanding. The interplay between these brain structures illustrates how our emotions are not isolated phenomena, but rather deeply intertwined with our cognitive processes. For example, when we experience fear, the amygdala's response can overwhelm the prefrontal cortex, leading to impulsive decisions. Understanding this connection can help us develop strategies to enhance our emotional responses and improve our emotional intelligence. How emotions and cognitive functions interact. Emotions and cognition are inextricably linked. They influence each other in profound ways. Here are some key interactions between emotions and cognitive functions. 1. Emotions influence memory. Emotions can significantly impact what we remember. Emotional experiences are often remembered more vividly than neutral ones. The amygdala enhances memory consolidation during emotional events, making those memories easier to recall later. This phenomenon is why certain memories, such as a wedding day or a traumatic event, remain etched in our minds. 2. Emotional decision-making. Emotions play a crucial role in decision-making processes. Research shows that individuals often rely on their emotional responses to guide their choices. For example, feelings of happiness may lead to more optimistic decision-making, while fear might cause individuals to be more risk-averse. Emotional awareness enables individuals to recognize how their feelings can skew judgment, allowing for more informed decision-making. 3. Cognitive load and emotional regulation. High emotional arousal can impair cognitive functioning. When we experience strong emotions, our cognitive resources can become overwhelmed, leading to difficulties in concentration, problem-solving, and rational thinking. Emotional intelligence helps mitigate this effect by teaching individuals to manage their emotions effectively, reducing cognitive load, and enhancing decision-making capabilities. 4. Social interactions and empathy. Emotional intelligence is essential in social contexts, as it enables individuals to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics. Empathy, a critical component of EQ, relies on the ability to recognize and understand the emotions of others. When we are attuned to others' feelings, we can respond appropriately, fostering deeper connections and enhancing communication. Understanding the intricate relationship between emotions and cognitive functions underscores the importance of developing emotional intelligence. By becoming aware of how emotions influence thought processes, we can enhance our decision-making, improve our relationships, and navigate life's challenges with greater ease. The role of hormones and neurotransmitters in emotional regulation. Hormones and neurotransmitters play a pivotal role in regulating emotions and influencing our emotional responses. Here are some key players. 1. Cortisol. Known as the stress hormone, cortisol is released in response to stress and plays a crucial role in the body's fight-or-flight response. While short-term exposure can enhance performance and alertness, chronic elevation of cortisol due to prolonged stress can lead to anxiety, depression, and impaired cognitive function. Developing emotional intelligence helps individuals manage stress effectively, mitigating the harmful effects of cortisol. 2. Serotonin. Often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter, serotonin regulates mood, appetite, and sleep. Low levels of serotonin are associated with feelings of depression and anxiety. Emotional intelligence can help enhance serotonin levels by promoting positive thinking, social connections, and emotional regulation. 3. Dopamine. This neurotransmitter is associated with pleasure and reward. It plays a significant role in motivation and reinforcement. Engaging in activities that promote emotional intelligence, such as practicing empathy or mastering self-regulation, can increase dopamine levels, fostering a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. 4. Oxytocin. Often called the bonding hormone, oxytocin is released during social interactions, such as hugging or bonding with loved ones. It plays a crucial role in promoting trust and emotional connections. Higher levels of oxytocin can enhance emotional intelligence by fostering deeper relationships and promoting empathetic behaviors. 5. Adrenaline. This hormone is released during stressful situations, preparing the body for immediate action. While adrenaline can enhance performance in high-pressure situations, chronic exposure can lead to anxiety and irritability. Developing self-regulation skills helps individuals manage adrenaline responses, leading to more balanced emotional states. Understanding the biochemical underpinnings of our emotional experiences allows us to take a more holistic approach to emotional mastery. By engaging in practices that promote emotional intelligence, we can positively influence the levels of these hormones and neurotransmitters, ultimately enhancing our emotional well-being. Understanding the biological pathways to boost EQ. Several biological pathways can influence emotional intelligence development. By understanding these pathways, we can identify strategies to enhance our EQ. 1. Neuroplasticity. The brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections is known as neuroplasticity. Engaging in activities that promote emotional awareness and regulation can stimulate neuroplasticity, strengthening the neural circuits associated with emotional intelligence. This means that through consistent practice and learning, we can enhance our emotional skills and responses. 2. Mindfulness practices. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, have been shown to alter brain structure and function. Regular mindfulness practice increases gray matter density in the prefrontal cortex, improving self-regulation, decision-making, and emotional awareness. These practices also reduce activity in the amygdala, leading to a calmer emotional state. 3. Physical activity. Exercise has profound effects on emotional health. Physical activity stimulates the release of endorphins and other neurotransmitters that enhance mood and reduce stress. Regular exercise can also improve cognitive function, which in turn supports emotional regulation. Incorporating physical activity into your routine is a powerful way to boost emotional intelligence. 4. Social connections. Building strong social connections can enhance emotional intelligence through shared experiences and emotional support. Engaging in meaningful relationships activates the brain's reward centers, increasing the release of oxytocin and dopamine. Prioritizing social interactions fosters emotional awareness, empathy, and resilience. 5. Learning and education. Continuous learning is a vital pathway to enhancing emotional intelligence. Engaging in educational programs that focus on EQ skills can stimulate neuroplasticity and promote emotional growth. Seek out workshops, courses, or reading materials that emphasize emotional awareness, empathy, and self-regulation. By leveraging these biological pathways, we can intentionally cultivate emotional intelligence and set ourselves on a path of continuous growth. Conclusion. The science of emotional intelligence provides valuable insights into the complex interplay between our emotions, cognition, and biology. Understanding the neuroscience behind emotional responses, the interactions between emotions and cognitive functions, the roles of hormones and neurotransmitters, and the biological pathways to boost EQ empowers us to take control of our emotional lives. As you continue your journey toward emotional mastery, remember that emotional intelligence is not a static trait, but a dynamic skill that can be cultivated and enhanced through practice and intentionality. By applying the knowledge gained from this chapter, you can deepen your understanding of yourself and others, leading to richer relationships, improved decision-making, and greater fulfillment in all aspects of life. Emotional intelligence is your key to unlocking your full potential and navigating the complexities of the human experience with grace and insight. Embrace the science and let it guide you toward a more emotionally intelligent future.